So we spent this morning at a bee school activity hosted by the Portland Metro Beekeeping Association. It was located at George Hansen's Foothills Honey Farm out in Colton, Oregon. It was a really fun event. We learned a lot and had a good time. Got to take a couple classes there. There was one taught by one of the instructors at Oregon State University, and another one taught by a member of the bee club. We also got to spend a couple hours out with the hives. We didn't get to go through the hives ourselves, but we had some experienced beekeepers going through the hives and showing us things and giving us a chance to look in, and they would answer questions and teach us things. It was really fun. I learned some things that were important for today's inspection. I was originally planning on possibly adding another box today if there was a lot of comb built up, but since the bees have only been in their hive for 2 weeks, they haven't had enough time to really build up the population yet, and the beekeeper there, the mentor there, said to wait for them to build up the population a little more before adding another super. So I'm going to be waiting at least another month. One of the classes offered by today's event was about natural beekeeping, and I was really excited to go to that because that's what I plan on using. And I was a little worried that not many people would go to it, but it turns out they had a huge turnout. There were 2 classes offered at the same time there. One was talking mostly about chemical ways of treating the hives, and the other one was natural ways of treating the hives. And there seemed to have a huge turnout for the natural beekeeping, which got me very excited. But then the teacher started out by saying that when she was asked to instruct the class, she didn't know what natural beekeeping was, which really kind of made me want to put my head in my hands. So then she proceeded to talk about all kinds of ways of treating varroa mites with natural methods, but didn't really talk about any of the fundamentals of natural beekeeping. So it just seemed like a complete waste of time. But there were a few things mentioned about how to inspect for mites, which was very good, how to treat natural methods of mites, but it was too much about treatments and not enough about just natural beekeeping and its fundamentals. And I'm really kind of bothered by all of the talk about treatments. To me, it just makes me think that it's going to scare people away from beekeeping. All this talk about treatments makes it sound like a lot of work when there are so many people out there practicing natural beekeeping without any kind of treatments, and they seem to say that it's easy to do, not a lot of work. There's the lazy beekeepers out there that are having a lot of success. So that's my opinion as well. I have no experience to back that up. It's at this point, my hypothesis in this experiment is that you can keep bees naturally and effortlessly and inexpensively. One of the, online sources that I've used as my basis of my hypothesis is bushfarms.com. I can't remember the gentleman's name who has that site, but he has a lot of good information. He was the one who showed me, or didn't show me, but explains that using mediums, all the same sizes of boxes, and natural comb, no queen excluders, and so on, and has a lot of good information on his website. So I'll put a link to his site down in the show notes.